When the sky breaks open, the storm remembers his name. Born in the halls of the golden throne, son of Odin with a strength unknown. Raised where the thunder would shake the ground, while the warrior songs echo loud. With a hammer forged in the heart of a storm, gonna carry through every war. Every strike like the roar of the skies, every battle reflected in his eyes. But pride can grow in the warrior's soul, even gods can lose control. So the father of storms made a ruthless call, and the god of thunder was forced to fall. Cast to the earth without his might, learning humility through the fight. No throne, no crown, no storm above, only the weight of the world to love. Through the trials the hero grew, understanding what the brave must do. Because power isn't the strength you claim, it's the heart that stands in the flame. When the darkness rose once more, threatening every realm in war, the hammer answered the ancient cry, and lightning split across the sky. Hear the thunder break the night, see the lightning claim the sky. From exile's road to heaven's throne, the storm has come to take its own. To take its own. Now the skies remember the sound again of the thunder walking among men. Every strike shakes the endless storm. A god reborn in a hero's form, from pride to fall, from loss to flame. Every legend must face the same. But when the thunder begins to roar, the world will know the god of war. Glorious, go! A hero is not born in glory. A hero is forged in pain. From a god and a mortal's breath, a child with strength that could challenge death. The son of thunder, the blood of Zeus. But fate had a darker truth to lose, because jealousy walks with silent flame, and Hera whispered his cursed name. A madness placed in the hero's mind, leaving only the grief behind. When the storm inside his soul was gone, he saw the damage the curse had done. A warrior broken beneath the sky with the weight of 1,000 cries. So we walked the road of endless trials, through burning deserts and savage miles, to serve a king who feared his might and cleansed his soul through endless fight. He faced the lion with skin of steel, a beast no blade could ever kill. But strength alone would not prevail, so the hero fought without a blade or nail. The hydra rose with 1,000 heads, every strike left another spread. But courage grows where monsters stand, and fire answered the hero's hand. Rise, Hercules, carry the flame through every trial, through every pain. The gods may test the strong and brave, but legends rise when heroes are made. Through 12 long labors the legend grew, each battle carving a strength anew. From golden apples to the gates of night, every step another fight. The world would speak of the trials he faced, of the strength no mortal could replace. But the truth behind the hero's name was the man who walked through endless flame. Because power alone does not define the strength it takes to cross the line between the man who falls in despair and the one who rises from there. And when the final fire was lit, the hero stood where gods would sit, no longer bound by mortal chains. A legend born from endless pains, from tragedy to heaven's light. A warrior forged through every fight, and when the stars ignite the sky, the name of Hercules will never die.
Born from a rock where the wild winds cry. A spark of chaos beneath the sky. No king above and no chains below. Only a spirit that refused to bow. Running with demons and mountain beasts. Learning the strength of the east. The monkey who laughed at fear and fate became the storm the heavens hate. He trained in secrets the sages knew. 70 forms that his power grew. A staff that could shrink to the size of a pin, to grow like a tower in battles he'd win. The heavens tremble when he arrived. A rebel god that could not be denied. He mocked the throne of the Jade Emperor, tricks the warrior forevermore. Clouds became roads beneath his feet. Lightning bowing the two would meet. But pride can challenge even the sky, and the gods themselves began to cry. So the Buddha spoke with silent grace. A mountain fell into its place. 500 years beneath the stone where the wildest spirit stood alone. Rise will come, break the sky. Born a rebel, never die. Through the fire, through the storm, a legend takes its final form. Rise will come, break the sky. Born a rebel, never die. Through the fire, through the storm, a legend takes its final form. When the chains of stone were finally gone, the warrior spirit still burned strong. Guarding the path through desert lands, protecting the monk with iron hands. Through demons, kings, and endless night, the monkey king returned to fight. No longer ruled by reckless pride, but wisdom walking at his side. And every tale the world will tell of the king who once rebelled will echo loud through time and song. The legend known as Sun Wukong. Rise will come. Rise will come.
Every legend begins with a prophecy. From a goddess, immortal king, a child with fate in everything. His mother dipped him in sacred streams to guard the warrior in her dreams. But destiny hides in the smallest place. A single weakness time can erase. A heel untouched by the river's flow. A secret only the gods would know. He grew where warriors learned to fight. A blade that danced in the morning light. And every battle he stepped within became a storm the world would sing. When Troy stood tall beyond the sea, the kings called forth their destiny, and Achilles marched with the warrior's pride. With thunder walking at his side, across the fields where soldiers fell, his name became a living bell, a sound that echoed through every line. Of warriors fearing the wrath divine, but anger burns like endless flame. And honor plays a dangerous game when pride and sorrow cross the blade. A legend's fate began to fade. Achilles rise, hear the call. Warrior born to stand or fall. Through the battle, through the flame, history will shout your name. The war raged on through blood and fire, each battle feeding the hero's eye, until the arrow of silent fate arrived to seal the warrior's gate. A single shot through the hidden seam, the place untouched by the sacred stream. And even heroes built to stand can fall by fate's unseen hand. But legends never truly die. They echo through the endless sky. From Troy's great walls to history's page, a warrior burning through every age. And when the drums of battle sound, the name Achilles still resounds. A hero forged in war and flame, immortal through a warrior's name. Achilles rise, hear the call. Warrior born to stand or fall. Through the battle, through the flame, history will shout your name.
In a land of kings and prophecy, a sword waited in silence.
In a land of kings and prophecy, a sword waited in silence.
A boy once walked where the kingdom stood, raised in the shadows of Camelot's wood. No crown of gold upon his head, no sign of the legend the prophet said. But deep in the stone where the sword was bound, the destiny waited beneath the ground. A blade no warrior could command until the day it met his hand. The steel rose high in the morning sun, and every voice knew what was done. The kingdom watched in silent awe, a king revealed by ancient law. The throne of Camelot soon would rise, with honor burning in young king's eyes. He gathered knights from every land to serve with courage and sword in hand. Around the table where equals stand, no throne above and no command, just hearts that swore through night and flame to guard the peace in Arthur's name. Through battles fought and darkness near, the king stood firm without a fear, because a crown is not just gold, it's every life a king must hold. But legends walk a fragile road, even kings must bear the load. Betrayal whispered in quiet halls, and shadows crept through Camelot's walls. Still the king with the sword of light faced the end of the final fight. And though the crown would fade with time, his name would echo in every rhyme.
Because the blade that once rose high
Still waits beneath the silent sky.
and when the world forgets its way,
The once and future king will stay,
a legend written in steel and flame,
forever bound to
Arthur's name.
raise the sword, hear the call. Arthur stands above them all. Through the storm, through the flame, Camelot remembers his name.
Before the dragons feared his name, a monster ruled the night. Across the sea where warriors sailed, a cry of terror filled the veil. A monster rose in the shadowed hall. Grendel came when night would fall. He shattered shields with ruthless might, devouring heroes in the night. The kingdom trembled at his roar until a stranger reached the shore. Beowulf came with fearless eyes, a storm beneath the northern skies. No sword he raised, no shield he bore, just strength the legends would adore. The beast attacked with rage untamed, but Beowulf stood unchained with iron hands. He fought the night and tore the monster from the fight. Grendel fled through blood and flame, the hall would never be the same. But darkness always has a kin, another terror rose within. Deep below in waters black, the monster's mother struck back into the depths. The hero died where few would enter and survive. Beowulf, rise again, face the beast among all men. Through the dark, through the flame, legends echo with your name. Years would pass and kings would fall, but Beowulf would stand through all until a dragon woke in rage. A final war for history's page. Oh, but fearless still he stood for the fate of all he could. Steel met fire beneath the sky, the last great battle drawing nigh. The dragon fell, but so did he, a hero claimed by destiny. Yet every tale the north winds bring still speaks about the warrior king. From monster halls to dragon's flame,
the world remembers Beowulf's name.
Before legends were written, there was a king.
Yeah, in Nordic walls where the rivers flow, a mighty king ruled long ago. 2 parts God and 1 part man, a power no one could command. His strength shook earth beneath his feet. No warrior dared his throne to meet. Yet kings who rule without a friend often face a lonely end. So the God sent one from clay, a rival born to change the way, and key to walk from nature wild. The earth itself became his child. When these 2 titans met in war, the ground beneath them shook and tore. But battle turned 2 brothers bond, a friendship deep or far beyond. Yeah, together they would face the flame. Bum Baba fell before their name. Yeah, their glory echoed through the land. 2 heroes standing hand in hand. But fate is written in the sky. Even legends must one day die. And when his brother fell tonight, Gilgamesh was changed by fright.
Gilgamesh, hear the call. Kings may rise, kings may fall. Through the dust, through the flame, time remembers every name. Gilgamesh, hear the call. Kings may rise, kings may fall. Through the dust, through the flame, time remembers every name.
Across the world he searched to see for secrets of eternity. Through storm and shadow he would roam, seeking the path beyond the tomb. But wisdom waits where journeys end, not in the life we try to defend. Because the truth the gods would say is every man must face his day. As every man must face his day. So he returned to Uruk's gate, understanding human fate. A king whose story would remain through every age and every name. Because the walls he built in stone would outlive flesh and blood and bone. And in those towers history would write the name Gilgamesh eternally.
Some wars end on the battlefield. Others begin on the journey home. The fires of Troy still burn the sky when warriors watch the city die. But one man's story just began. The wandering king of Ithaca's land. Odysseus sailed through restless waves with loyal hearts and fearless blades. Yet every mile the ocean knew a trial waiting for his crew. The Cyclops rose with a giant's roar, a monster none had faced before. But wit can strike where swords may fail. A clever mind would tip the scale. Through storm and curse and endless sea, the hero fought for destiny. Sirens sang with tempting voice, yet wisdom helped him make the choice.
Odysseus sailed the night through the storm, through the fight. Every wave, every sea brings the king to destiny.
Years would pass beneath the sun 10 long winters, one by one, gods would test his will to stand far away from homeland sand. But every hero knows the cost of roads where hope seems nearly lost, and every star above the sea guided him to destiny. At last the shores of home appeared, where enemies his throne they claimed, but kings are not so easily replaced. The storm returned with fearless grace, and when the battle's dust was gone, the wandering king stood strong. From war to sea to destiny, the world remembers Odysseus eternally.
Some legends are born from destiny. Others are born from impossible quests.
A king once feared what fate would bring. A prophecy whispered of a fallen king, so he cast a mother and child away to the mercy of the endless bay. But gods protect the lives they choose. The blood of Zeus would never lose, and the child who washed upon the sand will grow to be a hero of the land. The king returned with a cruel demand: bring the head of the Gorgon in your hand. A monster whose eyes turn man to stone, a path no mortal could walk alone. But gods give gifts to guide the fight, a mirrored shield to reflect the sight, winged sandals to cross the sky, and the blade no darkness could deny.
Perseus, face the night, strike the beast, and the fight. Through the fear, through the flame, legends rise in your name. Perseus, face the night, strike the beast, and the fight. Through the fear, through the flame, legends rise in your name.
Deep in the cave where shadows lie, the Gorgon slept beneath the sky. Snakes for hair and eyes of death, a single glance could steal your breath. But courage walks where fear would fall, the hero answered destiny's call when silence strike beneath the dawn. And Medusa's reign was finally gone, with monsters slain and darkness fled. He carried high the Gorgon's head, saving kingdoms, breaking chains, turning terror into flames.
And through the ages stories say a hero rose that fateful day,
When courage faced what none would claim,
and the world remembered Perseus' name.
In the frozen north, a dragon guarded the fate of kings.
in lands where winter ruled the ground, a warrior child was finally found. The son of fate in battle flame, Sigurd was carved into a name, raised with stories of ancient gold, of cursed treasures and legends old. And deep beneath the mountain stone, a dragon guarded the fatal throne. The sword was forged with burning fire, Graham was shaped for a king's desire, blade that none could truly break. The weapon destiny would take through forest dark and silent snow. The hero march where few would go, until the mountain breathed his flame, and Fafnir roared his cursing name.
Strike the flame, face the beast, win the day. Through the fire, through the roar,
Legends rise in the northern road.
Sigurd, strike the flame, face the beast, win the day. Sigurd, strike the flame, face the beast, win the day. Through the fire, through the roar,
Legends rise in the northern road.
Sigurd, strike the flame, face the beast, win the day.
Yeah, the dragon shadow filled the sky, a storm of death and none survived. But courage stood where fear would fall. The hero answered destiny's call. Steel met scale with thunder sound. The earth itself began to pound. And when the dragon met the blade, the world remembered what was made. What was made? What was made? What was made? The treasure cursed with endless flame, still whispered softly of its claim. But greater than the gold he won was the legend the hero had become. From northern storms to ancient song, the name of Sigurd still lives on. A dragon fell beneath the sword, and history crowned the warrior lord.
Sigurd, strike the flame, face the beast, win the day. Through the fire, through the
Heroes fight battles, others become the battle. Yeah, in Ulster's land where the warriors stand, a boy once walked with spear in hand. His name unknown, his strength unseen, a child with fire beneath the skin. One day the hound of a smith lay slain, a monster beast none could restrain. The boy stepped forward without a fear and earned a name the world would hear. Charlin rose in warrior flame, the hound of Ulster became his name. And when the armies marched in war, he stood alone against them all. Through fields of steel and storms of cries, a fury burned behind his eyes. The rise tread came like thunder's roar, a battle formed the gods once swore. Charlin! Day by day the hero fought against the tide. The armies brought one warrior holding fate in place with fearless heart and savage grace. But even legends meet their end, where fate and battle lines will bend. Wounded still he chose to stand, a sword of stone within his hand. Tied up bright so he would fall, facing death yet standing tall. Enemies fear the hero still, until the raven showed the will. And when the warrior finally fell, the earth itself began to tell of the hound whose fearless stand made him legend across the land.
When darkness rises, a hero answers destiny. Born in the palace of ancient kings, a prince whose name the future sings. Rama walked with honor's light, a warrior bound to truth and right. But fate can turn the royal road into a path of exile's load. A crown replaced with forest ground, where silence was the only sound. Through years of trial the prince would roam, far from the throne that was his home. Yet even kings who lose their land still carry power in their hand. Until the night the darkness came, a demon king with endless flame. Ravana stole the queen away, and war was born that fateful day.
Rama, rise again, face the dark, defend the land. Through the storm, through the flame, legends live within your name.
Across the seas the armies came, monkeys marched in Rama's name. A bridge of stone across the tide, where destiny and courage ride. The battle roared through sky and ground, steel and thunder crashing sound. And when the final arrow flew, the demon king's dark reign was through. Peace returned to crown the land, the rightful king would take his stand. A ruler forged through loss and pain, who chose the path of truth again. And through the ages stories claim a world that still recalls the name of Rama.